What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new week here on Body Bag. I'm the Tuesday reviewer, the Retro Slasher, bringing you guys a brand new review this week. So, yet again, I'm going to review another film from the year 2016, which is still the current year that we are living in. Right now, it is April, almost May of 2016, and trying to make my way through these 2016 films. Definitely check out a lot more this year than I did last year. So kind of a strong start this one. But anyways, enough of that said. Let's get into the film that we're here to talk about. Now, this one goes by the title of Darling. Now, Darling is a film directed by Mickey Keating, if that's how you say his name. Yeah, but anyways, getting into the plot of this film. I kind of cheat here because I really struggled to think of one synopsis to come up with my own words, so I'm just going to read the one here off Rotten Tomatoes. What can you do? So this film follows a young girl named Darling who moves into an old mysterious mansion hired as a caretaker. It's not long before she discovers the estate, haunted reputation, and troubling past. Stories that slowly transform into a backdrop for a twisted and violent descent into madness. Yeah, pretty much the plot of this thing. A young girl moves into an old creepy house. Some creepy things start happening to her. She starts to get a little crazy. Yeah, pretty much the plot of this thing. Now, let's get into the highlights of the film. The first highlight of this film, I'd say, is it's kind of a weird thing to say. I'm not the biggest fan of black and white films, to be quite honest with you. There's like some classic films that I love that are black and white, but I don't really like it nowadays when they do it. It just feels like it's a gimmick or something. But it totally works for this film because it tries to capture a certain type of atmosphere. Has this really like late '60s, early '70s vibe. It kind of just goes on a little stretch to saying this. It kind of has like the same kind of vibe as Rosemary's Baby. Now, I'm not saying this film is great as Rosemary's Baby because Rosemary's Baby is one of the greatest movies ever made, in my opinion. But it kind of has that vibe to it, and something a little more contemporary. I kind of compare it to like a Starry Eyes type film. Yeah, I enjoy Starry Eyes as well. Yeah, so the atmosphere in this film is amazing. It captures like what it was trying to capture, this that certain time period vibe, and it really worked in this film for the black and whiteness to it. Even though both those films that I mentioned aren't black and white, but you get what I'm trying to say. It catches that era of filmmaking. Next thing I must point out is the cinematography. There's some great, beautiful shots throughout the house and these really creepy imagery. It's like flashing on the screen in certain scenes of the film. Not to spoil anything, but if you ever seen like a character study type film, you know what I'm talking about, visions and stuff. I really, really, really love the cinematography in this film. Just really cool shots of like when she's walking out on the New York streets, just the follow behind steps. I don't know what that's called, but they use it a lot in like Italian films and stuff, and even like that film. What's that movie? Shit, I can't think of the title. The one with Natalie Portman. Some when she's a Black Swan's the name of it. Kind of has that kind of cinematography vibe to it too. Yeah, so really, really beautiful shot film. Now into the acting. The acting is really solid. The lady that plays Darling, her name is Lauren Ashley Carter. Pretty much she's the only character in this film besides one side guy that comes in every once in a while, and the caretaker that's in the first 5 minutes of the film, and then periodically out through the film she calls to check on Darling. But pretty much the only character in this film is Darling herself, and Lauren Ashley Carter knocked it out of the park. Really, really strong performance. She really portrayed the character she was trying to play really well. Great acting. Yeah. Um, this film is really, really fucking good, guys. I can't stress enough how good it is. Out of, I think I counted, I've seen 7 films from 2016. This is definitely the best film of 2016 that I've seen this far. It's a truly amazing film in my opinion. If I have to throw a rating on this one, which is the whole point of these videos, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Yes, that's definitely my highest rated so far here on Body Bags. I think it might be the highest film I'd ever reviewed so far. Like, not just mentioning it, but as a review, this is definitely the highest review I feel film that I did so far. 9 out of 10, guys. It's a really, really amazing artsy type film with great vibe and atmosphere to it, well acted. I suggest you guys check it out if you can, or you can wait till the DVD or whatever comes out. I'm not sure when that's going to be, but I know it is available on video on demand through various platforms, whatnot. I really suggest it. I hope a lot of you guys do check it out based on my review. It's a really good film. Can't stress that enough. But till next week, guys. I think maybe next week I'll go into something retro. Get a little burned out on 2016 films already. But it has been a pretty strong year so far. Check out Darling, 9 out of 10 on the Retro Slasher. See you guys next week.